Welcome everybody. Real quick, I'm not going to go in detail. I'm sure you'll have some questions about last week's game last Saturday. Obviously, we didn't do enough to win, like I talked about after the game. We're going to make corrections today. We'll challenge the guys to go back to work. We're going to figure out who wants to play because we got a very, very important game coming up this week because it's the next game and it's a rivalry game. At their place, a conference game, and we got to get ready to play that game. We can't dwell on the past. We are going to dwell on the mistakes and correct them, but we're going to move forward and find out who's ready to play this week and give us our best chance to win a ball game. Questions?
Did you hear from the Mountain West about the play on the goal line? And did you determine anything more by looking at it?
Okay. I have not. I've exchanged text message with the head of officials and still waiting for them to review film, and then we'll talk about it. But you know, you can ask me tomorrow or ask me after I don't talk to y'all today after practice, but I'm not going to say what he says. At the end of the day, that'll be a private conversation. And at the end of the day, it's rule of fumble, and you know it's in the first quarter. You got time to overcome it. We did not. So we got to move forward from that. We got to move forward from that game. Correcting mistakes, taking positives, which there were some, and then getting ready to play a tough football team that got a lot of respect for when I watch them play on tape.
Have you been filled in to the some of the traditions that go along with this game?
Well, one is since I've been here, you hear about all the rivalry games, and this is the third one. The Bronze Boot, 1968. Is that right?
I think so.
You don't know. Yeah. What is it? 67. What is it, Paul?
68.
68.
You got it right.
1968. I think there's a border where they run a ball. I heard I have to get up at 5:30 in the morning Friday to hand the ball off, so I'm excited about that. And then meet them at the border. I know there's a lot of festivities. I know there's a lot of tradition in this game. I know it's always been spirited. My first experience with the rivalry was in January, I believe. It was January when we played a basketball game here. Nobody was on campus, but I walked in the gym and it was a packed house. So I was like, it's going to be fun. We'll get a chance to play Wyoming, excuse me. I've watched Coach for a long time with his teams at North Dakota State. Very, very impressed with them. He's doing. I know the record doesn't show it, but I see a team that's improving. I see a team that plays physical. I see a team that's committed to the run. Those guys know how to block. They know how to execute run game. They do a great job. It's going to be a big challenge. They're playing a lot of guys that are young on that football team and going through some growing pains, and which happens when there's new guys playing and new coaches, which they're still relatively new. But you see them hit their stride occasionally, and it's a lot like us, not consistent enough at times, but at times they play very well. So we got a work cut out for this game. Like any rivalry game, you can throw the records out the window. It's going to be a true test of who wants it more, and we got to find out who wants it, and that's who's going to be going to Laramie.
You think your team's playing with great effort. You said so week after week. Yeah. Are they not playing smart enough?
Well, we're making too many mistakes, Mike. We're making too many mistakes of things that I know are being coached, of things that I know were repped, and that's not being a smart football player, or that's not being a team football player. It's one thing to play hard, but playing hard for your teammates and your family is also being accountable in how you play and what you do. And we got too many instances of not doing the right thing, and you try to be patient and try to, but it's not. It's week. That was week 9, game 8. There's too many mistakes for me, so we're going to, have a come to Jesus meeting, so to speak, and figure out who's ready to play these last 4 games, especially with this one coming up against Wyoming.